Okay, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He hails from Bedford. He's 38 years old, stands 29 inches tall, and weighing 151 pounds. He fights under small MMA and has a mixed martial arts record of 3 contests with 1 win and 2 losses. Let's hear it for Paul. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He hails from Northampton. He's 30 years old, stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, and weighing 149 pounds. He fights out of BST, and tonight is his debut in the cage. Let's hear it for Adam Grisha. This contest is fought over 3 rounds. Come on, Ben. It's not the first time you've gone like that.
So lightweight action in bout number 2 of the evening as we see Adam Grisha in the blue Chelsea shorts, it seems, Dave, against Paul Jones in the red shorts. Grisha giving up a little bit of height in this one.
Yeah, as well as Chelsea shorts, they are looking a bit of the Thai style, so I don't know if he's going to be a Muay Thai style fighter. Looks like we're about to find out.
As we say that, it's Jones who uses the kicks from the outside as well. He might be in a taller fighter. Grisha knows what he's got to do, and he's got to get on the inside.
Yeah, Grisha pushing his man up to the cage. Looking for the takedown. Nice trip for Grisha. Let's see what his grappling's like.
And this is exactly what he needed to do. Close the distance and try and get his man at the canvas. But it's Jones with a nice trip. And now the two are battling from the clinch position up against the fence.
Again, these fighters at Fight UK not wasting any time. Getting straight down to business here. It was punches in the opening bout. It's grappling here. Looking for a leg lock.
Grisha falls back for the leg lock. Very unorthodox, but could very well have it there. Jones doing the right thing, not panicking, trying to roll over, but he's got to be careful in this position.
Tight.
But Jones comes out the back door and throws a big knee.
Good effort from Jones to avoid that submission. It looked very tight. The Achilles crush tends to be one, Ben, that, you know, fighters and BJJ guys will tell you you can tough it out, but, you know, guys do get caught in it. Andrei Arlovski, I think he caught Tim Sylvia in a similar submission.
And Grisha, for me, showing his opponent that he's got a lot more than just heavy hands. It really puts down a marker, throws down the gauntlet for me, if you like, if you come out and attack with submissions early, because it shows that there's more than one element to your game.
Yeah, it gives him a lot more to think about, doesn't it? So it's going to be interesting to see if Jones is as wild on the feet as he has been, because he's going to be wary of Grisha's grappling capabilities. Oh, as I say that, it looks to hurt him there.
Throws a huge flying knee over the top as Jones. And Grisha doing very well once again to weather the storm. As the two exchange shots on the floor, it's Grisha on top trying to get caught playing the guard game of his opponent. Something you've got to be wary about, especially, against an opponent like Jones who's got those longer legs. The taller opponents give people a lot more trouble off the back simply because they can throw triangles, arm bars, and all kinds of offense from very unorthodox angles.
Yeah, that's it. You don't want to give up wrist control. And as I say that, he's going for the armbar. Grisha, to his credit, shakes it off, does well. Back in the standing position.
Jones throwing a leg kick from the outside, not quite, but mixing it up high. He's had some success with that high kick, and I think that's something that he'll want to carry on firing there.
Certainly looks content to throw those kicks, Jones. So, I mean, as you alluded to earlier, Ben, he may be comfortable off his back.
Grisha winging that overhand right, but doesn't really set up. But as I say that, he lands, and now he closed the distance, lands some good knees and some punches. A big takedown maybe. Got him up, couldn't quite get him down, but now he has. But once again, here's the danger. He's got to be careful of not really hanging out in the guard of Paul Jones too much, who's shown that he can attack off his back.
Yeah, certainly as the round ends. Very close one, Ben. Tough round to call. I'll probably be inclined to give it to Grisha, I think, but then in these 3-minute rounds, Ben, in a fight so furious, it's very, very difficult to pick a winner.
Very much so. From a judging point of view, I mean, ourselves having judged both professional and amateur, I've seen a lot of people say personally it's a lot harder to judge the amateur fights because you've got a shorter amount of time, and obviously under some of the rule sets, we don't see them here tonight, but on some of the more restrictive rule sets, fighters are really limited as to what they can do. It's much harder to pick a winner in a round where not as much happens over a shorter period of time.
Yeah, definitely, and I mean that's where the learning curve comes into it for these fighters, because obviously tactics then comes into it a lot more. You can dictate a round much easier at this level, but then again, the guys, they're fresh to the sport, they got the adrenaline going. A lot of them, like we saw in the first bout of the night, just want to go and bang it out. So it's the coach's job now to, you know, say this round was close and give them a game plan for the second period. What that game plan is, let's find out. I mean, Jones, he was throwing the long leg kicks, had some success. Grisha had some success in the feet as well. I'd like to see Grisha maybe get a takedown and work that top game, although, as you said, Jones's grappling from the back did look dangerous when he was on his back. Let's see what happens in the second round.
UFC referee Leon Roberts brings the two together. It is Grisha in the blue shorts, Jones in the red. Both just circling around the outside, looking to maybe pot shot a little bit if they can.
Bit of a feeling out process in this second period.
Too late to exchange kicks. But Jones will be happy to do that all day realistically, especially in the longer kicking ranges, because he'll be able to hit his opponent where his opponent can't hit him.
I like that little fake from Grisha there. He shot him for the takedown and then came with a punch over the top. Keeps his opponent guessing, as I say, that secures another takedown. Jones looking for an armbar, maybe gets past. Let's see what Grisha can do from this top position, because he spent most of the time, Ben, in the first period in the guard of Jones. Now he's got side control, so let's see if he can work anything.
Looks like he's maybe looking to mount if he can, but legs up very well from Jones. Big defensive work there. That referee Leon Roberts just having a quick word. As Grisha looks to come across the top again, but Jones once again really showing giving his opponent a lot to think about with those legs. As we say that, passes to north-south as Grisha, and he looks to lock in a choke from this position. We have seen fights finish from here. What Jones really needs to do is to get as flat as possible, which he's done. He's flattened his man out there, Dave. This looks very, very tight.
Does look very tight here.
Tough times for
Grisha.
Jones. Grisha doing the right thing, flattening out referee Leon Roberts, taking a very close look at the action. Jones can't have a lot left.
He's unconscious,
He's out.
He's unconscious.
He is out cold. Wow, Adam Grisha, you said yourself, Dave, he had to make the most of those opportunities. And once he passed the guard and moved to side control, he pursued that submission and a north-south choke. A technique, that you don't often see in the pro fights. To see it here in an amateur card is just fantastic.
Yeah, excellent work from Adam Grisha, and he wears the colour of Chelsea with pride. Great win here at Fight UK.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our winner. Let's hear it for both fighters. Come on.
Yeah, Dan, he's got the point for them shorts. Good job he won. It's a good job he tapped him out. He'd have been fucked otherwise.
Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, fighter safety is our top priority here at Fight UK. As you can see, our medical team just been a bit overcautious with Paul. I'm sure he'll be back on his feet in a second now.
This tall, but he has like that. I think all the rest of he resisted after anything. All right, Tommy, he's not dead. Come on. Is he breathing? Get him back. He's breathing. Get him back on his fucking feet.
Yeah. Just sit you up slowly. Just sit up first one. That's it. Just sit up there.
That's a long apology, gentlemen. goal. Get out this beard, Skeletor. I've got you, He-Man. In second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 33 seconds of round number 2, your winner due to technical submission by North-South Jaw. Fighting out of the red corner, let's hear it for Grisha. Let's hear it for Paul Jones.